Dear Father in heaven, please help me this morning as I share a few thoughts and ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Morning, friends. I hope you're doing well. Not long ago, I read a definition of artificial intelligence on the internet. I think they're referring to artificial superintelligence. A superintelligent robot would possess the ability to learn, to reason, to act independently, leading to an intelligence explosion. All right, what do you got there?
Okay, these are Green Arrow English pea seeds.
Okay.
And I'm going to plant these along this trellis.
Okay.
I've already planted one trellis and I had some left, so I was thinking I'd plant them here. I just planted just a few of these last year and they were really sweet and very good, so I thought I would do more this year.
Yeah.
And I've already taken, this is where I had corn in here last year, and I cut the stalks down. I've pulled the leaves back that we put on it for mulch, and so I'm ready to plant right along this row right here. And hopefully we'll have a good English pea crop. Now, these will start turning yellow when the weather gets warm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's already kind of warm. This is March and it shouldn't be this warm. But when it starts getting hot, they'll turn yellow. And then they'll start dying, and when they do, I'll save some seed from it, and then I'm going to plant some field peas on this same trellis so I can get two crops here in the same area.
And I know from experience that the food, the clothing, and the shelter, without someone with you to enjoy it, it just ain't quite the same. There's a huge difference between intellect and character. Intellect is what you know. I mean, you can be a genius and not be a nice person. Character is who you are. It's what you are. And you can be an awfully nice person. You can be a very hospitable person and not be the smartest person in the world, right? You know, I'm after character, not intellect. And character is something that gives warmth. It gives security. You know, you can trust character. Intellect, well, it's a lot of numbers and a lot of information and a lot of knowledge, but it doesn't really mean anything if you don't have the character. Yeah.
And I have another variety called Tall Telephone Pole.
Uh-huh.
And it's an indeterminate. It just keeps growing. It still dies in the heat, but it lasts longer than these do. And those are really good too.
Yeah. When do we harvest all this?
Probably May or June. Yeah.
Okay.
These are early. They'll start dying in June probably with the heat. So
all right.
Let's see, March, April. Yeah, in a couple of months. I don't know how many days these are supposed to be. It doesn't tell on here.
Okay, I can shell some peas if you need me to.
Okay, we may have you shelling peas. Okay. They're going to be good.
All right. I remember not long ago, Darlene and I were icebound up here on the mountain. There's a little road that comes up to our place, covered in 2 inches of ice. We were here for 2 weeks. Now, it's a world of difference if I'd been here by myself or being here with Darlene. The company of my wife made it into a very, very pleasant getaway. It was nice to kind of be out here for a couple weeks. When I lived in the city, this is what I thought a dandelion was, just a fuzzy thing you blow. But I got out to the country, and yeah, Darlene, pick that, hold it over here so I can get a close-up of it.
I'm going to blow it. We used to do that.
I thought that was something you just got out of the yard and blew. Go ahead, Darlene, show them what we used to do. Yeah.
Well, I didn't do a very good job of it.
And we didn't know that the seeds were being spread when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, got out to the country. My wife became a gardener, and I learned that these are dandelions. These hold on, these yellow things. That's what it looks like before it gets fuzzy. And this is what you eat. You don't eat the fuzz, you eat the yellow plant.
You can actually eat the whole dandelion plant.
Uh-huh.
Now, they say if you're going to use the flowers, to take these little green things off there because they're bitter, but I don't do that. We just eat it all.
Okay.
I can't tell any bitterness, and we throw it in the mix for lunch while we're cooking, and I just saute them just a little bit, and it's good. The leaves are kind of small right now. They'll get big later. The leaves get more bitter as time goes on. Probably when they're blooming, they're more bitter, but I haven't really noticed much bitterness in it. We just eat those too, and they're really nutritious, very good for you. These are what we'd call spring greens. That's right. Spring greens, spring tonic. Yeah, or an important constituent of our salad today we're going to have at lunch. That's right. Okay. This is some chickweed too. It's not much here.
Uh-huh.
Let me just see if I can pull a little bit around here. That's good too. And mixed into the center of that, you have to know what you're looking for, but that's a
Hold it over this way just a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
That's chickweed, huh? Chickweed?
that's chickweed, and this little thing on the side here is a field pansy. You can eat those too. You can eat all of that.
Wow. Right out of the garden, free.
That's right.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that this is survival food. This is not survival food. We're eating like kings and queens here. This is the food that you eat when you're prospering, not just trying to survive.
That's right. So I'm going to move over and pick some, dig up some green garlic now to go in the
Green garlic?
mix. Yeah,
Is it okay if I follow you?
you can follow me. Go around this way now.
You know, a robot is better at math, but I'm not looking for a math partner. A robot knows more about zoology, but I'm not looking for a relationship based on zoology. I'm looking for a wife, and my wife is not a robot. You cannot have a sacred circle, sacred secret circle, the house band. Nobody comes inside that but my wife and me. If a robot is inside that circle, you're still alone, because a robot provides no companionship, no real counsel from the heart, because it doesn't have one.
So this is what you're calling little green garlic?
Yeah, this is these are new garlics that they came up in the fall, but one year I just spread some of those little top sets that were real tiny and spread them all through here, and they never got very big. They just make green garlic, and so some of those will go back and make more top sets. I pull some of it and leave some.
Okay.
And every year it comes back and we can dig the green garlic. Actually, it's working out really well. I was trying to get rid of it to start with, and then I decided it's pretty good to be able to
Okay.
eat that when maybe the other garlic's gone. Oops. So you see, they're not making bulbs right now. They've just got, it's kind of like a green onion, okay?
Let's see. Let me get a little close up here. That's it. It's garlic. Tastes like garlic.
Tastes like garlic, it is, and it's full of nutrients. All of
Yeah.
these things are high in vitamin C, calcium,
Yeah.
many other nutrients too. So they're all good in the mix for lunch. I'm gonna just dig some of these out of here.
We've been eating this
pretty
kind of
small.
food now for several days, eating right out of the wild food out of the garden.
It's pretty good, I think.
Pretty good.
Uh-oh, that one broke off. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
No, they're kind of stuck down in there.
Okay.
There you go.
You know, just off to my right, there's a window, and I can see my garden. And when Darlene and I are working in the garden, we're seeing the flowers and the birds and the trees and the bees on the plum trees, which are blooming. It creates a sense of wonder for both of us. We have an appreciation for the author of this beautiful creation. We see the Creator's handiwork as we look around the garden. That's something we can share. We can share this, the wonder that we see as we view nature, as we soak up the sights and the sounds. My dear friends, a robot can't do that. I'm glad my wife is not a robot.
I think this is really pretty. It's called dead nettle.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of times in the south, you can be driving down the road and you'll see fields that just have a purple haze over them. And it's the dead nettle blooming. It spreads very easily, and actually it's good to eat. So I use it as a cover crop in the winter. We put leaves down, it grows up around and in them, and we just let that stay there, and you can pick it any time during the winter. Right now we're out of greens in the freezer.
Yeah.
We froze lots and lots of greens last year, but we've eaten them all. And so now we're eating the dead nettle and some other things that are out here too. And I just picked this, and you can eat it raw. It's got a lot of vitamin C, but it's kind of fuzzy. So I've been chopping it and just barely sauteing it in water, and just a little bit, and wilting it down. I think that'll keep the vitamin C, and it's not as fuzzy, and I can eat more of it that way.
Yeah, it's interesting. What I used to call weeds, now we call lunch.
That's right. The bees love it too. This is a great crop for the bees. Get the pollinators here. Once it gets hot, it's going to die down. It goes to seed. You know, it's blooming now and it'll make seed. But I've seen bees on it now. They're pollinating it.
Yeah.
They like it too. So it's a win-win for dead dandelion. And I've read other people use it to cover crop with too. Big fields of it. So I think it's a great weed to have in your garden.
The other night, my wife was coming home from a meeting she had, and she called me up. She said, "Lou, I'm on my way home. I want you to talk to me because I'm lonely." And we didn't talk about anything earth-shaking. It was just this normal conversation, just the normal things of life. And in fact, somebody asked me one time, I was on a trip in Russia. I was calling Darlene 2 or 3 times a day on the computer. You know, we were having some nice fellowship. And he asked me, how many years you been married? I think at that time I'd been married 40 years. And he said, after 40 years, what do you find to talk about? You're talking to your wife all the time. What do you talk about after 40 years? I told him it's easy. I talk about, you know, what we're going to have for lunch when I get home. We talk about how the garden's growing. Talk about how Darlene is doing in her health. Talk about exercise programs. We talk about all sorts of things. It never gets old. It's not like programmed computing. It's not like I'm talking to a robot. I'm talking to my wife. It's life. As she speaks, it's life. You know, a robot's answer for what is life, they probably say something like, well, it's the capacity for growth, reproduction, and functional activity. But that's not what life is. You ask NASA, I saw NASA's definition, you know, the space agency. I saw their definition not too long ago. It says, life is a sustaining chemical system capable of Darwinian evolution. That's not what I'm talking about. I want somebody that's a living, breathing human being, a thinking, acting, functional helpmate, someone that I love, someone that I can trust, someone that loves me. And my wife fits the bill. My wife is not a robot.
So what are those little orange things in your hand?
These are little snips. These are real handy
Yeah.
for clipping small things. Got a nice little spring action there.
Well, you cut my hair. I've never seen you use anything like that.
No, I don't use these on your hair. Just
Good.
in the garden on the weeds. It's nice. I'm going to pick a lot of them. So have enough for a couple of days here.
And this is for lunch today and tomorrow, right?
It is. It's for lunch today and tomorrow. I'm going to add some dandelion in and some green garlic that is coming up in different places, and maybe some henbit, which is similar to this. Field pansies are also up. You can eat those. There's not very many of those right now.
So you're kidding me. For lunch today, ingredients list is dead nettle, henbit, pansies, what else? Garlic, green garlic, and last but not least, dandelions, which are all over the place.
They're all over the place.
That sounds like an interesting lunch.
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
We've been eating these and they're really good. So.
Well, Darlene, you have redefined the dictionary when it comes to weeds.
You know, I think the definition of a weed is something you don't want, so maybe these aren't weeds anymore.
No. We've learned to love these kind of things.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, I spent some time in the North Pole. I was in a place called Iqaluit, and doing health meetings, talking about the nature of life. You know, the physical life, the spiritual life, mental and emotional, all sorts of aspects to life. And just down the street, they have the high school, and as these students, which are very intelligent, as they go into biology class, the teacher explains to them about evolution, where they came from, where they're going, which implies their value, which is really if you came from nothing, you're going to nothing, you're worth nothing. They get a very high suicide rate, very high suicide rate. They don't understand what life is. Back in 1978, there was a commercial. Coca-Cola had one. It said, Coke adds life. But, you know, what they call life is sugar, caffeine, and phosphoric acid. You know, that's not life. Life is when you look at somebody and you see their lungs going in and out, and you hear the words coming out of their mouth, and you sit at lunch and get to know them, that's life. In Africa, they call two fellows in a ship fellowship. You can be blind and stay in a ship with somebody for a few days and get to know them. It's not about the outside, it's about the inside. If you open up a robot, all you see are circuits. They have no insides. My wife is not a robot. She does not need electricity to charge her up and keep her going. My wife needs an oat burger. Right? She needs something to eat to keep going. And a robot wouldn't be much company at a meal because they don't eat. But Darlene, at the mealtime, as we eat together, it makes the food taste better. It really does.
So this is kind of the hunger gap when there's not much food out.
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten my garden greens planted yet.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing really a lot fresh out here to eat. But if you know what's edible, there's all kinds of stuff out here to eat.
That's right.
That's right.
So super intelligence may not put food on the table, huh?
I don't know about super intelligence, but I know about dead nettle, and it's awfully good.
I remember I was coming home from a trip in the Philippines. I'd been gone 6 weeks. And as I was going up the mountain on my last day there, going up the mountain, getting my exercise, when I come down, I'm headed to the airport to get on the plane to come home. I'm walking up the mountain, and as I come down, just a beautiful sunrise. It's very early in the morning. Sun is coming up over the ocean. I think this is just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. But you know what? It would be even more beautiful if, can you guess it? Yeah, Darlene were with me. Her presence would make everything more lovely because she is with me. My wife is not a robot. Robots know a lot about paleontology, but nothing about prayer. My wife prays for me. She loves me. She cares for me. She believes her prayers to a God she's never seen and a place she's never been will change her life and my life and those around her. That's the science of prayer, and a robot knows nothing about that science. Let's see what you got, Darlene. This is the culprit. Hold it a little closer. This is the culprit. This is a tomato hornworm, and he sure likes tomatoes. He likes the leaves. He likes the plant. And if you don't find him, remove him from the plant, he will remove the tomatoes and the plant from you. And the day is coming where all of us will end up on our deathbeds. And as we are waiting for death, for the sleep of death, dear friends, don't we want somebody to hold our hands and give us words of comfort and encouragement? And dear friends, what can a robot tell you when you're dying? A robot cannot understand the frailty of humanity. It cannot understand how to give comfort because it can't learn that. That is something that comes from God through the human vessel. There's no mention of the hereafter in the vocabulary of a robot. My wife is not a robot. Dear friends, God bless you, and I hope you have a nice day.